Feet on the earth, hearts in the moment. Let's begin. Welcome back.
Morning.
This is
Afternoon.
afternoon.
Whatever day it is.
Yeah, we moved our recording date, so now we're in the afternoon. So if we're a little off, that's why we're gonna blame that. We're gonna blame midday.
Yeah. Well, we're also in a different room.
Yes, we are in a different room.
Yeah.
That's behind us. Simpsons feeling going on right here. I like the Simpsons.
Yeah, but at least we're not sweating our asses off, which we would be in the other room because stupid air conditioner. It should be fixed today, though.
Good. Yeah, that's for now. Have
our little portable.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's also vented outside. I need to get a little something for I told you a couple episodes ago how we redid the landing at the top of our stairs for the kids' playroom, and they don't play up there. Well, it's hot. It's hot as hell up there, and so we have a vent, but it's on the other side, so it's fine like for sleeping because the vent is on the side where the bed is, so it's ice cold up there when the air is on, but it doesn't do anything on the side where the kids' toys are. So like the landing is really hot.
Yeah.
So we got to get some kind of portable or even just a small window unit because there's a window up there.
Yeah.
To put in just, when they're there.
Yeah.
To make it a little nicer.
A little more comfortable.
Yeah, a little more comfortable. So then maybe they'll play up there.
Yeah.
Or maybe they won't. I don't know.
You never know.
I never know. I never know. But you know what? It's whatever they decide to do, it's there for them.
Yep.
And so the kids have been gone they left Sunday today. So they've been gone roughly a week, and I still haven't quite finished putting my house back in order.
Yeah.
But
we have to recover.
Yeah. My emotions haven't recovered from them being gone. So
yeah,
it sucks. But, we're going up there in September. So a couple months we'll be out there. But then I'm thinking about it. It's like, but then there's going to be this really long stretch because normally we go out at Halloween. So, now we're going to go out mid-September. So I don't know. We'll probably plan. Maybe we'll go out for the baby's first birthday in March.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. Depends on money at this point. So.
Yep.
Let's see. So what's new with you? What's new that much?
Not a whole lot.
You're a student though, don't you?
I have 3 students. Yeah. Just about a full house. We have a fourth one starting in September.
Wow.
So yeah, that's been going really well.
Good.
Nice to know I have students all the way through to January.
That is very nice. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good. I got an email from Berkeley and they picked me up for 2 classes and it's Fun in the Sun, which I wasn't really even planning on going to Fun in the Sun. Because I just, I'm ready for the season to end. My back is killing me. Killing me. So and I know I've got three shows now in a row, July, August, September. And then I thought, well, maybe I won't do Fun in the Sun. But then they reached out. I was like, oh, well, the only way I can make this work is if I'm also working.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Fran about working and she said she'd let me know, but I'm pretty confident that they'll find a spot for me to help. So yeah, so I'm doing both my classes. A Friday and a Saturday class. So I got to, brush up on that. I have to tweak those PowerPoints a little bit. I got to find a cat. So Chanel said, let us know if you need a cat. And I thought, well, I think I'd like to kind of reach out for a cat so I can.
I think Meg knows a cat groomer in Florida.
Yeah.
I could probably talk to.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll be a good person to talk to. So that's where Meg's from.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, she was there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need a cat for the class, for the second class. First class is just PowerPoint, second class. They have big classes, hands-on demo. So I have a cat for that. And I had a cat. When did I do this class? I did this class in New Orleans one year, and the cat I had was short hair. Great cat though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good cat. But it was a short hair, so it's hard to show, plush cut, even a shorter hair cat. And then I did it in Rocky Mountain, and somebody brought me 2 cats. So I kind of used both. And then I felt bad because neither one of them ended up getting weeded.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I should have just picked one and just did the whole thing. But, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just one long-haired cat that I should do both the flush clear and the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting.
It is exciting.
We
So
have Kansas City next week.
City?
This will be coming out after that. But
yeah.
and I'm teaching for that.
Yeah, you got 2 classes.
Yep.
2 classes in Kansas, right?
Yep, 2 classes in Kansas. I don't think I'm teaching any at all. I might be.
I think you are. You're the standard class at all. Are you working?
Yeah.
You are going to work? Okay.
Yeah, I am going to work. Probably going to see if I could spend a little bit of time, like maybe get an hour off where I can just go meet up with students that are there, see how they're doing, and introduce them to some people. So I'm going to introduce them to the good people so they can get.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping I can work a little bit. Well, I told you the last trip, they were going to train me to bring out my phone, and it ended up not happening. But I think I'm going to ask if they can teach me that this time so I can get off the register and move around. Because I think part of why I'm in so much agony at the end of the day is because I just stand in that one spot for 8 hours, and it's, getting off for 25, 30 minutes for a lunch break is just not quite the same as being able to move around.
So
I'm going to ask and see if that's something that I can work in and take a little time away from the registers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we got lots going on. Oh, and we also have to look at why are you not going on?
No, it's messages. It's fine.
Okay. I have a friend who her alarm goes off when her blood sugar's off. So
mine does that too, but not for that board.
Person and her the what do you call it? The sound is a baby crying. Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, the baby's crying. The baby's crying. All right, so and we still have to look up like some places to stop, maybe along the way.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's a quick trip. No, I know.
Trip. So
I tried pulling it up, but the one place I found was like right there. It was actually a little past Kansas City, like 15 minutes or something. So it's that wouldn't be a big deal. But
yeah,
we kind of thought we'd find something along the way.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll find something to stop at, or not, or maybe we'll just go to the one in Lawrence. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So our topic today is Lammas, which is the harvest, the first.
Not to be
harvest.
Confused with llamas.
Not llamas.
So llamas are pretty.
Lammas. I don't know. How do you pronounce it? It's it's the same as Lughnasadh, which is spelled that Lughnasadh. We're always looking. I finally looked it up to make sure, because I don't think I was pronouncing it right. It's Lughnasadh. All right. So today's, or for the airing of this episode, the moon phase is waning gibbous. It is actually the day after the full moon.
What day is this getting?
July 30th.
July 30th.
Yeah. So the waning gibbous is often called a moon of gratitude, reflection, and sharing wisdom. The intensity of the full moon is past, making space to slow down, appreciate what has been accomplished, and consider what lessons we've learned. Let's see. The moon encourages us to celebrate progress instead of perfection, reflect on the pets we've helped this season, share knowledge with newer groomers, appreciate loyal clients, recognize the small victories that often go unnoticed. And I also looked it up on the Deluxe Moon app and in the forecast, and it says, don't make promises. So, I think that's a big reminder for us when we're talking to clients, to be honest with clients, but to, sorry, my words, kind of pause brain. Manage expectations, so that we're not promising something that we may not be able to deliver.
Yeah.
Under promise and then over deliver. Let's see. For pets, animals often thrive on consistency. This phase of the moon reminds us that trust isn't built in one appointment. It's built through gentle, repeated experience over time. So just like a harvest doesn't happen overnight, neither does a confident puppy, a cooperative cat, or a healthy. So again, our topic is Lammas, or Lughnasadh, harvesting what we've grown.
I like that.
Yes.
you mentioned the puppy thing, and it made me think of the other day. My one student, they're all in the seedling program, different parts of it, but she was working on this long-haired dachshund. Yeah, it was a puppy. It was so cute, but the puppy was like obsessed with me. And I think it thought I was gonna like save it. It was its first time getting like fully groomed.
Yeah.
And so it was being a puppy. And she actually at one point she took a deep breath and she went, "Would you mind stepping out of the room for me?"
Good for her.
And I was like, absolutely. Like Meg was here, so I knew that it was fine. But like I'm like, yes, I will. I was so proud.
Yeah, you should be proud. That's because that's a big thing to teach is confidence.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and
no, that's good.
she was able to do everything. She did a really good job actually. She's gonna be really good with like dogs, like behavior type dogs.
Good.
She's really good with those ones. So
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exciting.
Mhm.
Nice to hear. Is she in the area or?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
So
We need groomers.
yeah.
All right, tarot pull. I already pulled it. It is the King of Swords. Truth, according to this card, it's truth, authority, discipline, intellectual power, logic, structure, moral, ethic, fair, clarity of mind. For an answer, the smartest person you know. And in the grooming world, technical mastery, educator, energy. So if you are that person, maybe you're the teacher, this is your card. This card allows growth, gratitude, confidence, reflection, and preparing for the next season.
Yeah.
So I think that works. It's our harvest.
Yeah.
Because so what is Lammas? This is the midpoint between summer and fall. It's the beginning of the winter prep. If you can believe that, we're already at that hot spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. The year will be is halfway over. It's more than halfway over.
Yeah.
First Harvest Festival. This is the celebration of grain. So it's the bread holiday. So if you like to make bread, make bread. If you've never made bread, make bread. And yes, quick bread counts as far as I'm concerned. Gratitude.
I don't care if you're toasting bread. Like
Toast bread.
that's
There you
fine.
go. Toast bread too. Just work with bread.
Yeah.
Have
Just
some bread.
have some bread.
Community and preparing for the remainder of the growing season. I also jotted down that this is a good time for reflection, right? The year is a little more than half over. Looking back at how the year has come along so far.
Look back at your goals that you made.
Right. Have you accomplished? Were you able to accomplish some? How close are you to accomplishing them? Is there anything that
did you have to pivot and
did you have
change all of your goals?
everything?
on
I
the
just
spot?
dump it all. Considering adding dogs.
Yeah.
I am considering adding dogs to my
Small dogs, right?
small dogs. Oh, absolutely. I have a tiny tub. I can't do anything bigger than 20 pounds. But yeah, so I'm thinking about adding dogs. I just threw out in our local Facebook group. I asked a question about like what are the charges? What are people charging for like a smooth Chihuahua, a Pomeranian with a silhouette, and then like a Shih Tzu, like a full groom? And the prices don't surprise me at all. But it's funny because, excuse me, I don't know if I told you about, I think I did. My husband was walking when I was on another show, and he was walking our dog, and he ran into somebody, and he started offering her my grooming services, for $40 or $35 to $40. And I'm like, so I told him, I said, so just so you know, throw it out there just to kind of get an idea. It's been a while since I've groomed dogs. And this is the price. That's kind of it's kind of where it's at. And it's a bit more than 35 to 40. And and then he was talking to our neighbor across the street. And they have a medium-sized dog. And he offered that I could do the dog's nails. And I'm just looking at it like, dude, I'm going to teach you how to do this stuff. And he said, well, he said he doesn't really need it. The dog, walks up the sidewalk and the rest of the time. Yeah, I know. I did another neighbor's dog's nails, and it was like, I'm not that good at doggy nails. I really am. I'm not. And I don't think I ever have been. Like I've done a lot of dog nails, and I got into a group where I was able to do them and not quick. But like I'm so far from it, it's almost like I'm starting over.
Yeah.
And so I have a few. Like I have the little dachshunds that I groom, or I do their nails, and a couple little chihuahuas whose nails I do. It's like it's big dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it.
It's okay. My students are taking all the big dogs.
That's good. Good. I'll sell it here. Okay, harvest is not the finish line. It's simply a moment to notice what is already started. Yeah. So we're halfway here. We're halfway through here.
Yep.
So what are we harvesting as groomers? And are we harvesting our better technical skills? So are you out there doing these continuing education classes, which I really would like to do some continuing education classes? I do read some different grooming books. I do join in conversations in grooming groups, but I can't remember the last time I actually got to sit in a seminar. And I was telling my husband that next year, I still want to work for PSD, but I need to pick a show that I can just go and learn it. Yeah, I need to pick a show to learn it. So
Yep.
so, yeah. What about you? What are you harvesting as a groomer?
I guess not so much as a groomer, but as an educator, I have been just working on. I've been learning more technical skills so that I can use it more for my students, but also being in Korea, I realized I learned how to use model dogs in the curriculum. And I really want to share that part with more people.
That's good.
Because it really does make a difference. Like first day, they're starting to brush out model dogs now.
Yeah.
And like they're working on poodle trims. Are they ever going to do a lamb trim on a poodle? Maybe.
Maybe.
Like they might decide to go into that, but
they're learning how to hold their clippers. They're learning how to hold their scissors.
Yes. Not only learning, but they're gaining the muscle and muscle memory.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't realize that people who aren't groomers, when they first start holding a pair of scissors, it's constantly awkward.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's why this whole, possibly adding dogs again, I'm a little nervous about it. In fact, I just had so a friend of ours got a little dog, little Deshaun, possibly a mix. I'm not, jury's still out. He got it at something all fair. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a purebred or not.
It's a dog.
It's a cute little white dog. You know how Bashans look. Yeah, I know how Bashans look, but this doesn't look like a Bashan today. And it's not going to look like Bashan, maybe not ever, but definitely not till it's a little more grown. But anyways, I groomed the dog once and he just reached out. So I got him on my schedule again. So I kind of already have a dog. I do one of those little dachshunds whose nails I also trim, give it a bath and trim. So, but I just had somebody yesterday send me a text, do you groom dogs? And I was like, do I ask questions? Like, how big is the dog?
Yeah.
Am I ready to add a dog? And I just said, I just do cats.
Yeah.
So I thought, no, I'm not ready. It's kind of it's one of those things where if my husband decides he's had it with work and he wants to get out of there, because he can retire anytime.
Yeah.
He's technically able to retire anytime. But we still have a bit of debt, and his goal is to work, maybe 2 more years so we can clear that debt before he retires. So that's the goal. But if it gets to the point where he's done, he's had it, and he wants to just get the hell out of there, I'm going to have to bump up what I'm doing for us financially to work. And that's when I've been adding dogs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait a little bit.
He's going to retire from his job and start grooming dogs.
He is. No, he is. It's absolutely. And it's definitely what he's going to do. It's funny. So I grew yesterday. I had two cats that I grew. And they come every couple of months. And lately they don't want a bath. She doesn't want a bath. Okay, I'm not making you get a bath. I just don't care. We're in good shape. We're not gross. You don't want a bath. I look at the bath. But they get a mush. And so I grew them. So yesterday they came, and usually she'll do one and then a week later do the other. Because of my schedule and all the traveling and stuff, they were together on the schedule. Well, when she comes to drop them off, she said, just check for a bath. They need a bath. Of course I do. Because, I had those 2, and then an hour later I had 2 more coming. So I flip. It doesn't take long to give them their initial flip. And I asked him, I said, do you think you can bathe by yourself? Which he can.
Yeah.
I know he can. He said, yeah, I got it. To bathe the cat. So while he was bathing the first cat, I was flipping down the second cat. And We put that one in, the first one in the kennel, and he took the second one, gave it a bath. I pulled the first one out, minutes, and blow dry. And yeah, we were able to, we still got it both done in like an hour and 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then of course the other two came early. So, but same thing. But, you know, we working together. And I'm like, if you're cool with just doing the bath by yourself.
Yeah.
So we'll work it out. All right.
Does that also make him more attractive to you? Because that happens to me when John does it. For me, related. He could brush a dog, and I'm like,
my libido's right now with menopause, so it doesn't make me want to kill him.
Yeah,
I love him. Yeah. He's awesome. Okay, let's move it on. Okay, so this also talks about like what are your hardest things? Better technical skills, stronger client relationships, healthier pets, more confidence, better boundaries, improved cat handling, loyal customers, business growth. So, when was the last time you celebrated something you learned instead of something you earned? I like that. Yeah.
I feel like I celebrate things I learn a lot.
But I think I do too, for the simple fact that I'm just not earning that much. So there's got to be more learning than
Another thing that I've been kind of harvesting actually is I have been learning more about marketing. So
yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna add dogs.
Yeah, I've been learning more about marketing, specifically social media marketing, because of these Korean seminars that I'm doing.
Yeah,
it's an expensive thing. Like I have I gotta get
enough people to make it to that you can do it.
Yeah. And I'm almost there actually, which is impressive. But yeah, I couldn't with a $1,600 per person class. Like you can't just throw it out online and go, okay, who wants it?
Right. No, you really gotta promote it.
Yeah. So even before I posted it, I've got right now 3 paid.
How many do you have to have?
4.
Shit.
So and then me and Allison is taking Meg's spot because Meg got to choose because she wasn't going to be there. I made it so that both me and Meg can do it as part of that. So, but Meg is like, give it to Allison. So I'm like, cool. Then I'll have Allison help me take care of some things too.
That's cool.
Yeah. Chris Anthony is coming too.
Wow.
Yeah. Gonna be pretty awesome.
Good. No, that's cool. That's exciting. Yeah, it's out of my budget.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. Maybe next year I can work it out, but this year it's just not on my budget.
And that is valid. So I know a lot of people that are there. So
we're going to, after these shows that I'm working at, we're going to Sedona, Arizona for the Holistic Cat Summit. And, I've been back and forth with that. Like, should I just cancel it? It's going to be so expensive. But it's like, but I really want to go. Like I said, I don't get to do anything to learn anything because I'm always working at these shows. I'm not taking any. So it's like, I really should do it. So I've got plenty of time before I have to bite the bullet. But yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I've been listening to marketing podcasts.
Good.
So that's weird. And then I started talking to John about funnels. And he's like, are you okay? It's a whole it's a marketing term. Like when you're with social media, you're trying to cast a net and then you funnel them down into the ones that are actually customers.
Yeah. I've never heard of that term, but I know that.
Yeah. Well, I talk about funnels a lot in the podcast. And so the other day I started talking to John about stuff and he's like, did you just say funnels?
Yeah. All right. Every groom plants a seed. So like that puppy that trusts the dryer, or the senior cat that relaxes a little more each visit, the owner who finally understands home maintenance, the matted dog that's now on a regular schedule. So take those wins and appreciate it.
I always love them.
Just on a regular schedule. I actually have some cats that have been getting on schedules more recently, and it's almost like I don't even know what to say because I'm so not used to it. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, you talk about marketing. That's something that I've been wanting to do is to get, because when I had my shop, my brick and mortar shop, people would, and I did mostly dogs, but they would leave and I would hand them a card. Like the first couple times I would say, do you want a 6 week? Or maybe call, when you want back, and they would usually throw out a number, and I would just jot that down on their card. So then the next time the dog was in, I would just count it out and hand them a card. Here's the next appointment. Same day time, 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now, or whatever. And I don't do that with cats. So I'm leaning into, that's what I need to do with cats. I need to start trying to get them to make appointments, and so I have them scheduled.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, if I add dogs, that's going to just add another layer to it. So I'm trying to decide then too, if I do add dogs, am I going to do, these days are cat days, these days are dog days, or am I going to mix it up? Is that going to be always every Tuesday is always for dogs, or am I going to, move it around a little bit? So I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Yeah. For the every groom plant seeds thing. Another thing is the one thing that I think of recently, one of my students, she loves doing poodles, but so terrified of hurting the dog while doing face and feet.
Yeah.
And I've dealt with fear before, but this was a whole nother level of fear.
Yeah.
And I get it. I appreciate, because it means that she cares a lot, but also we need to get her able to do it. Yeah. So, but I actually I worked with her, and I just I'm you don't have to do it perfect this time. Just do your best, and I gave her a lot of support during it, and and listen, those feet were not great. It's fine.
Yeah.
It actually worked out. That poodle specifically usually gets fluffier feet.
Yeah.
So fluffy, clean feet is what they call it. They don't want them super long.
Right.
So it didn't matter that it wasn't perfect. And I'm see, it just looks like how it always looks.
Right.
But yeah, she was super terrified of it. And I reached out to one of my instructors in Korea, because I'm I don't know how to help her. And they gave me some ideas. And so we did where I held the foot and spread out
the toes.
Yeah. And we did it the other way too, where she spread out the toes while I did the clipper. And so now this week she did them, and they were nearly perfect.
Good.
So
not perfect, and I'm going to own a poodle.
Yeah.
And I have owned a poodle.
But yeah,
that's what I'm going to have to relearn how to.
So proud of herself too. Well, now my students can teach it.
Yeah, I have my own dog to practice on, so that'll be good.
Yeah. It's also been nice to have multiple students, because they actually kind of learn from each other a lot too.
Absolutely.
They both had previous experience. So one used to work with Andrea Rich.
Yep. I know Rich.
And another worked at PetSmart.
Sorry.
Yeah. As bathers. So they both got very different experiences. But they both have
that's good.
The PetSmart one.
Yes.
Her safety with the dogs is
right. Because
holy crap.
Because they put a lot of focus on that. Because they want to get sued.
And the other one's safe, but not to the same level. And so she's learned some things, and it's been really cool to have those two together. Where the third one starts technically next. So we'll see how she feels it. But I like having the two here that already. It's been really cool to see the differences and see them working together.
That's great.
We had them do a mastiff theft together. She had never been groomed before.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What was the name of that one?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
My neighbor. Might have been my neighbor.
Might have been.
Yeah, because she just told me that she brought the dog over here.
Did a big mastiff thing.
Yeah, she's still young.
Yeah.
But that was her.
It might have been
so
her.
Funny.
Yeah, she had never been groomed before. And Meg actually asked me, she's I don't know if this would be really useful for a seedling program, because there's no hair cutting. The seedling is learning
still
stuff like that.
Dogs in here.
Well, yeah, and I'm
the thing, those are going to get thrown at you. When you're in a real life grooming shop, you're going to get a lot of those.
And that was a big ass dog who was not used to grooming, and so they I'm have them work together, and that way they have to learn teamwork at the same time. Yeah. And so it was a really cool experience to kind of watch them I had to keep being like, telling them to talk to each other instead of me. Just
One of the
habit is
one of the nails get cut a little short.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I just remembered she was telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my neighbor. I just talked to her. It's so funny.
Yeah.
When the kids left, she's got four daughters. So when the grandkids leave and I have all their junk left over, I need to get it out of the house. And so I text her, hey, I'm bringing some snacks down. So I bring down ice cream and chips and stuff like that. So we were sitting out talking about 15 minutes. Yeah, we were talking about that. So that's funny.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even that. It was just, of course, she's a big dog.
Never been before.
Then it didn't want to stop bleeding.
Oh, the nail, yeah.
So
right. What are you gonna do? Then you
traumatized
right.
the one.
Then you go home. Yeah, she said that. She said, oh, they were so concerned, but get it. So, she's worked with animals before. So.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Gratitude during the busy season. So the busy season often feels like back-to-back appointments, heat, long days, physical exhaustion. Let me see. So take the time to check in on yourself. So Lammas invites you to ask, what has gone right? Who has supported me? And what am I proud of? So even though, so having that gratitude, like, even though you're swamped with appointments, especially this time of year, we always get swamped,
and it's hot as balls.
It's hot as balls. And
it's humid.
It's humid. Well, wherever you're at, here it's humid as fuck.
Yeah.
But who supported you during this? And, what are you proud of? Maybe you had that puppy that finally settled in, or that, that older animal that finally relaxed a little during the groom. What are you grateful for?
Ooh.
What are you proud of? And also remembering to take some time for yourself. This is now I'm pretty good at taking days off, right? Because I don't really want to work. So for me, and because I'm part-time anyways, and because I just do cats, it's not unusual for like an appointment to get canceled at the last minute or missed altogether. And I don't care. Like, I'm not charging anybody fees. And I should, just because maybe they, because I do have a lot of repeat offenders, unfortunately. I just had another one recently that had an appointment, no call, no showed, and I haven't heard from her since. And, a couple months will go by and they'll reach out again, and I'll just, I'll take it like, okay, like it never happened, which, it's probably not a good thing for me. But also I look at it like I need the money. I know the cat, it's an easy, or maybe it's not an easy cat, but, anyways, I don't even know where I was going with this. It's gone.
It's gone.
Freaking gone. Story of my life. Ideas come in, ideas go. So you know how many times I've opened up my phone or my computer to look something up, and in like a second, why did I open my computer? Why did I open my phone? Like, I completely forgot what I was going to look up.
Happens to me a lot too.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's rough. All right. So remember in the beginning we talked about this is prepping for the next season. So now you're thinking about, you're at the end of the summer. Back to school is going to be coming up, so you're going to get a little lull. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say take a day off.
Yeah.
Take a day off. It's fucking hot as balls. Take a day off. And it doesn't.
And you don't have to go do shit.
Don't be forced to take the day off. Like, don't wait for the air to go out.
Yeah.
To go, well, I guess I got a day off. No, take a fucking day off. Just a random day off. Like, this is why
don't do a bunch of shit.
No, I push myself, or I tell people all the time, leave flexibility in your schedule. Because, if I get sick, I get migraines. I can't fucking work with a migraine.
Yeah. Especially with cats.
And even if I get a migraine like in the evening, the next day I'm gonna be a mess, because there's that residual, and it's, even if I take medicine, which I do, I have meds for it, but it's like I need recovery time, right? And especially with cats, like I got to be on my A game. And if I'm having a headache, I'm not on my A game. So I need that flexibility to go, you know what? I don't feel me today. I need to reschedule it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make them wait 6 weeks, for their next appointment. So I purposely have light days so that I can go around and just go, okay, tomorrow I'm going to have one extra cat, which, is going to make tomorrow really busy, but not unbearable.
Yeah.
So do that. Yeah, so prep it for next season. Let's see. Protect your body before the fall, right? So think about, you're worn out. What can you do? Like I said, back to school time, we usually have a little lull, unless you're, all your clients are free books, then maybe you don't have a lull. But you probably also don't have really crazy days because everybody's out of schedule. It's
Yeah.
days pretty much look the same. But give yourself a little break before you go into that holiday season. Review your salon routines. You get a lot of stuff around here to trying to make sure cleaning is getting done, sanitation is getting done. What works? You looked at what wasn't working and you tweaked it. Replace worn out tools. For me, this is the time, like the All American show, because it's my home show. This is when I take all my blades in and drop them off. This is when I take my scissors in and drop them off to be sharpened. I'm gonna have to buy. I'm looking to actually buy a new clipper. Like I have I have three Rivera clippers, and two of them aren't running so great. Maybe they get old. Like I've had these things for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess it's time that maybe I should think about replacing them.
I've been wanting to buy a new pair of clippers too. Yeah. I've been eyeing the Heininger.
Those are too heavy for me out.
They're very similar to the one I have. The Oster bolts.
Okay.
They're very similar. I like the heavy things
you like
for
them?
me.
Yeah. They've a lot of people.
But I've been eyeing it for years. But I was like, I'm just gonna wait till my bolt dies. The clipper won't die. I don't even change like the blade drive and stuff anymore. I'm just like, eventually it's gonna die. It's not gonna die.
So I have a corded clipper, the Wolfham.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it. I don't want it. I can't. Well, I mean, I put it out there. I haven't boosted it, so I don't.
I could also see if many of my students would like to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I put $100 on it, but I'm open. I mean, if I get $50 for it,
yeah,
I don't. It's for me. It's less about how much money I'm making and more about I just want it to get the fuck out. I'll give this shit away.
Yeah,
just to get it out of my house.
Anything that you're selling, if you want to send it to me, I can let them know and see if they want to buy anything, because they're all
at this point. I
in
think
that process.
Yeah, that's about it. It's just the clippers right now because I don't really have anything else that I'm trying to unload.
Yeah,
right now.
Well, if that changes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I think I'm in the market for a new clipper.
Yeah, and then Pet Store Direct just came out with the new design for
the Bravura.
Well, no, for that one too, but for the Heininger.
Yeah, I don't like that clipper, so quit talking about
it. It's so
it's all about me.
It's so
it is.
Yeah.
I seen it. She
it.
brought it back with her from Europe. She brought one back. Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But I don't they're too big for me. I find them clunky. But that's me. My hands are the size of a 10-year-old's.
Yeah.
I have small hands. So
yeah. I have fairly big hands, and because of my neuropathy, if I have things that are too light, I forget that they're in my hands.
Oh, there you go.
So
yeah,
I need a little bit of weight so I can be reminded to hold my things.
Perfect. Continuing education, which we should be looking into that. If you can't get to a show, find an online seminar. And here's the thing: it doesn't have to strictly be grooming related. Like if you own a business, look for a business class.
Yeah, you can look at your local community college.
Yep.
A lot of times they have either online or night classes that you can take, or part-time type things.
It doesn't have to strictly be grooming related, or even anything that has to do with your work. Take a class that's just something you've been interested in. Take a sign language.
Yeah, any kind of language.
Any kind of language class. Just do something that gets
language classes you could still write off too.
Anything that's going to get your brain kind of jumpstart a boost.
Yep.
Setting healthier boundaries before the holidays begin. Okay, here's a good tip. We know people that they absolutely will not take a new client in December. No new clients in December. If you're not already a client of mine, get an appointment in December.
We used to do that when I was it was.
It's a big. I mean, that's important, and
It
there's a
really
lot of
relieved
people.
a lot of extra stress because we get a lot of extra like once a year clients.
Right.
And
I
they
just
would
want my
be-
dog to look cute for Christmas, and we don't hear from them again.
and like then those dogs do and
Right. And there's already enough stress, because I remember when I had my shop and those couple weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was extra busy, but I did a lot of just brush back things, just make them cute and,
so I've heard of places where that's all they do for like the last 2 weeks before Christmas. They only do
just
like
tidies.
bath and tidies.
Yep, just bath and tidies.
Which makes sense too, because then you fit more in and it's much less stressful because you're not having to do full haircuts.
Yeah. So think about that. Think about what you want your holiday season to look like. And rest is part of the harvest. Make sure you're giving yourself, a time to rest. All right, which brings us to the crystal of the episode, which is citrine. You can see it because it's yellow and it's gorgeous.
It basically blends into the whole background. It's very pretty.
So fancy. Yeah, it's very pretty. Okay.
If you want to know what it looks like, Google it.
Google it. It's very pretty. It's very light. Why it fits. It's for gratitude, confidence, joy, abundance, and celebrating your accomplishments. It reminds us that abundance isn't measured only by income. It's also found in healthy pets, happy clients, knowledge, friendship, confidence, and purpose. So yes. So don't forget that. It's not always about how much money you have, but how much, how happy are you?
Yeah.
And we have a new segment when we do these holidays. I forgot about this. We do a goddess.
Yeah.
So the goddess of Lammas is Demeter. And I wish I knew I was going to forget something. Damn it. I have a book. I highlighted Demeter. I was going to talk about her a little bit. So I can't talk about her because I don't know about her. Unfortunately. I don't know what she's the goddess of.
Do a quick Google search or something.
Google search. Where is she?
Is that really how you pronounce it?
I think so. That's how I pronounce it.
I mean,
she is an ancient Greek goddess of the harvest,
Makes sense.
agriculture, and the fertility of the earth. Ooh, I like that. As one of the original 12 Olympians, she sustained humanity by teaching them the art of farming and the cycle of the seasons. She is most famous for her grief-stricken search when her daughter Persephone was abducted by Hades. That son of a bitch.
fucking Hades.
All right. So she's the goddess of the harvest. Interesting.
Very cool.
There you go. That makes sense why she's the goddess of llamas.
Yep.
Hi, friend. All right. Oracle poll.
All right. So for the Oracle poll, we got Imagine.
I think we've had this one before, but yeah.
Maybe. May you look beyond what can be seen. The undersea world reflects your imagination, rich with instinctive impulses, ideas, and emotions. Immersed, you can look within, behind, and beyond your current experience and explore new possibilities without fear. May you conceive it. May you be led by bold dreams and intuition. May your creativity flow. May you seek the possible in the impossible. Mantra is, I dream my vision into being.
I like that. I think it definitely fits.
Yeah.
Most
totally.
definitely fits. So, all right. So I'm inviting our listeners to reflect on one thing they're proud of so far this season or this first half of the year. And share it with us in the groups, right? We have the Enchanted Grooming Table Facebook group. We also have the Witchy Groomers Facebook group. Please join us in these groups and share something. And, for some reason you're not able to share, tell us because nobody's sharing and I just don't know why.
Yeah.
So share with us, please.
Share with us.
All right. So as above, so below. May your pets be sweet and your spirits.